Hello viewers, humans always have desire to know Asian civilization in different societies. What was the life of people living in the Asian society and how do they become empire and how do they live in Asian's time? This is have been a interesting topic for the all time. Today we're going to explore the most powerful civilization that ruled for the nearly 1000 years, controlling the huge portion of the Europe. The Asian civilization and one of the legendary sovereign state is Roman Empire. Let's investigate together in this video. According to legend, Rome was founded by the twins brothers Romulus and Remus, who were the sons of the god of Mars. They were raised by the wolf. After some conflicts, Romulus killed Remus and called the city as a Rome after himself. In ancient times, Rome ruled by the kings. The first king was Romulus. Later on, the ruling system changed to republic. The republic did not allow one person to completely rule the city. A group of people known as the senators shared their powers. Afterwards, the Roman Republic grew and became as powerful as its military. In 450 BC, the first Roman law code was inscribed on 12 bronze tablets, known as the 12 tables, and publicly displayed the Roman form. This law included issues of the legal procedures, civil rights, property rights, and provided the basics for all future Roman civil law. By around 300 BC, real political power in Rome was centered in the Senate, which at the time included only members of the patrician and wealthy plebeians families. Senators could not get a control over army and sometimes clashed with the generals. However, the greatest general, Julius Caesar, had a complete control of the army. He wanted to rule again like a king. But senators did not like this and they killed him. However, it was too late for the killing. His son Octavius took power and became the first emperor of the Rome. The Romans built an empire of gigantic proportion. At its height encompassed nearly the entire Europe continent as well as part of the Middle East and Africa. The Roman Empire tentacles stretched from England to Egypt, from Spain to Iraq, and from southern Russia to Morocco. More significant, an ancient Roman civilization survived nearly 1000 years. The influences of the Romans over of these people over the span of time defies measures. After adopting Christianity in 4th century in BCE, Romans spread it to every corner of the empire. They also brought of the brand of law and order to all of the territory that they conquered. Latin, the language of the Romans, became the basis for the European modern languages, including Italian, French, and Spanish. The Romans were particularly skilled in administration, organization, and engineering. They had highly trained and disciplined military and efficiency bureaucracy. Without these qualities, the Romans would never have been able to manage their spreading empire. They were not, however, as driven as original when it came to other intellectual pursuits. In fact, the Romans basically adopted and copied much of the Greek art, literature, philosophy, even religion. The Romans had the same set of gods as the Greeks, but with a different name. In Roman mythology, Zeus became Jupiter, Hera became Juno, Ares changed to Mars, and Athena was Minerva, to name a few examples. In order to keep the people of the Romans from the unhappy their life, the government provided enough food so they wouldn't be starved. The government provided enough entertainment so they didn't be amused. Romans also gathered at the Colosseum, a large outdoor arena. In there, they watched a gladiator and wild animal fight to the death. Gladiators were usually slaves or prisoners. Slaves were the laborers of the Roman world. They worked as farmers, builders, craftspeople, house servants, and even teachers. Just like other commodities, they were sold in the marketplace, where the prospective buyer could inspect them. Meanwhile, threats from the outside plagued the empire and depleted in riches, including continuing aggression from Germans and Parthians and raid by the Goths over the Aegean Sea. The region of the declaration of the temporary restored the peace and a perspective of Roman, but at the high cost of the unity of the empire. He moved to the Roman capital, to the Greek city of Byzantium, which he renamed Constantinople. Roman unity under the Constantine provided illusions, and 30 years after his death, Eastern and Western empires were again divided. Despite its continuing battle against Persian forces, the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, would remain largely intact the upcoming century. An entirely different story played out in the West, where the empire was racked in turning conflict as well as threat that is abroad practically from the Germanic tribes, now established with their emperors front like the Vandals, and they were steadily losing money to the cost of warfare. In September 476, a Germanic prince named Odoacer won control of the Roman army in Italy. The fall of the Roman Empire was complete. Coming to my personal analysis, I would like to mention that although their slavery was vital economy of Rome, in human practice also played the downfall of the Roman Empire. They had no love for the slave. They had no desire to protect their Rome and their power. Therefore, at the beginning of the 5th century, the Roman Empire was starting to fall apart. It was continuously under attack from tribes from North Europe. Romans called these tribes barbarians. They destroyed many of the great buildings and killed people as they went. Later on, the last Roman emperor lost his power and replaced by their German prince. At the end, I would like to say that we learned in the past, we applied in the present, and we corrected it for the future. Goodbye friends, see you in my next video.